Dear fellow brothers and sisters, it's more love back at it again with a positive message that will be delivered to you with lots of passion and immense courage. Well, nowadays I don't entertain hours, but out of pure respect, blessed day or night to you and yours. So before I commence this next session, I would like you to ask yourself this one question. What is the purpose of living if the purpose of living is not to become your greatest version? Well, while you prepare your confession, I'm here to raise our vibrations, because I, Molove, to inspire and edify. So I named this piece, If It Wasn't For My Mother. And I'm sincerely hoping that when I'm through, it would have been informative as well as an inspiration to you. So without further ado, kindly know that everything henceforth is coming straight from Mo's heart space to you. So here goes. Come here now. If it wasn't for my mother. Honestly, I have no idea where I would be today. I watched this lady hustle and bustle day by day just to ensure that I wouldn't go astray. And even when I did go astray, she still treated me with the same love as if she didn't know any other way. I've got to appreciate this woman. Ain't nobody gonna ever make me believe that she isn't a superhuman. If it wasn't for my mother. My secondary originator. My primary motivator. And for me, everybody else comes second to her. I would do anything when it comes to this strong lady. Anything she asks of me is always followed by an affirmative, never a maybe. Well, almost anything. She asked me to stop fighting, but that I can't adhere to, because if I stop fighting, I basically stop living. I would do anything within my power to make her happy though. Why? Because she deserved the world and then some. The kind of sacrifices she has made for me over the years regularly makes me just want to break down in tears. I strongly believe that respecting, cherishing, and honoring your parents is something we must never take lightly. Oh no, conversely, how do you expect to disrespect the folks that contributed to you coming into this world willingly, and yet still expect to live a happy, healthy, and prosperous life? Well, you must be living a fantasy if you really don't expect to run into pain and strife. Loving your parents, especially your mother, believe me, is essential to your spiritual journey. Well, I cannot speak for everybody, but I can certainly speak for me, with no intention to be biased against the fathers. Of course not. I am also one, but I wasn't the one that gave birth to my daughter. So enough respect to the woman who did. She's indeed a fighter. Big up yourself, Sash. If it wasn't for my mother has helped me in so many ways. If it wasn't for my mother has helped me in so many ways along my journey and becoming my greatest version. And now it's my time to give back and show appreciation for all what she have done for me. Consistently, for years, had patience with me, even when external influences almost got the best of me. If it wasn't for my mother, I would probably be laying down somewhere in some gutter. And when we lost Pops, I know that her heart would skip a beat whenever she would hear the cops. But for almost 15 years, we made it through all that together and withstanded even the stormiest weather. Yeah, including Irma. So for almost 2 decades, she was both mother and father. Don't ask me how she managed. I just know that it took a ridiculous amount of courage. She would get up every morning at 5 a.m., no alarm clock, always ensure that I had breakfast and lunch like how a shepherd would tend to his flock. Then would head off to work and still stand solid as a rock. When I had my first breakup, she was there. When I would fail at cricket, she was there. When I felt like giving in, she was there. When I got hurt while fighting, although she don't fancy it, she was still there. And always was willing for me to place my burdens on her broad shoulders for her to bear. Ma, I appreciate you. You don't have the slightest clue. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. I have no idea when she will take her last breath, so giving her all her roses now is definitely a must. Whatever she wants and needs is hers. I don't care about the cost. There were times when I would come home from work, so frustrated, venting, contemplating to do some very silly things, because I know there's much more to life than what I'm currently doing for a living. And if it wasn't for her, I know I would have probably been locked up or dead, and I know she would be grieving. Listen, if your mother is still alive, remember this: many are not so fortunate. Hence, don't you dare take that for granted. You can't show her love while she's laying lifeless in her casket. So you had better give her all the love now while she can still get it. If you don't, it's more than obvious that you will regret it. But no amount of regret would ever be able to bring her back to planet Earth. Therefore, decide now, how much do you really value her worth? Even if you're not on the best terms with your mother, you make sure that you do your best to make it right. By all means, do not surrender. Don't you go down without a fight. What my mother feels, I also feel. It's like we share the same body. So it hurts me to see her moody, but it inspires me whenever her energy feeling groovy. But when she's upset, her face turn up like Judge Judy. That's why, you see, becoming my greatest version is something I so deeply desire. Because one of my most profound goals from ever since was to take the pressure off my mother when she finally retired. There's no stronger love than the love a mother has for her child. She carried me for 9 months, while during that journey, many times she probably even cried. Well, I know for sure that I am a special breed, you see, because my mother almost passed away while having me. And every time I think about that, my faith in my future and belief in myself increases tremendously. I am so grateful that my mom and I have this amazing relationship. It makes me feel so great, sort of like I'm the captain of my own battleship. She always makes me feel so motivated, even when I'm feeling extremely irritated. I even gave her a unique name, Momzo. Yeah, call me a weirdo, but for all those that can relate, knows all about this for sure. If it wasn't for my mother, I left out so many things. She's my queen, my angel with so many wings. I thank the divine for her every day, for she's an amazing human being, one of the most loving, caring, and disciplined women that planet Earth has ever seen. Listen now, I love my mother. No matter what, she always had my back, and that's a fact. I have told her this before, and I'll tell her it again. All your efforts, sweat, and tears will definitely not be in vain. I will be extremely successful one day, and you best believe life gonna be sweeter than any sugar cane. I love you, ma.
Love you too.
Well, of course, you already know that. So let me get this straight. All the world really needs is more love and less hate. No fear, just faith. So journey on and walk uprightly and boldly with your crown. And always remember that your spiritual journey is an extremely personal one. Stay blessed and positive, fellow brothers and sisters. Love is the most powerful frequency there is. So I encourage you to spread love, embrace love, openly welcome love, because love never fails. Become your greatest version. Stay away from those distractions. And always remember to stay focused on your vision. You already know, it's more love and my queen. I'm out.